Oh, he's right next to me. What the heck? Howdy, folks, and welcome back to ARK Adventures on the Center. Yay, Rexy. This episode, I think what we want to do is we want to get a little more industrial, right? We want to... There's a little bit of a lip there. I know there's a lip there, but it's interesting that it kind of bumped me a little bit. Look at that. I almost want to put a ramp there, but then I don't. Anyway, we want to go ahead and... We've got our fabricator, but we want to build a generator, lay some electricity, and we also want to build, pardon me, let me go back in here in a moment here. We also want to build an industrial grill, and we want to build refrigerators. We've got our trusty preserving bin back here has been making some jerky for us, and we've got some eggs, and that's great. And speaking of jerky and speaking of generators, we also need to find a better source of oil. We have some gasoline made up, and we have some additional oil somewhere, I believe. Do I have any in here? Yeah, a little tiny bit here. And I don't think we have necessarily any here, or if we don't, yeah, not much. We don't have a lot. We can't make a lot of gas, but we need to make a lot of gas. So, we're going to make this material, or these guys. In fact, why don't we go ahead and construct those now, because we think we have the necessary stuff to make, starting with the generator. And let's go. I won't make the cable in the boxes quite yet. I wanted to make 2 of those. And then I wanted to see what do we need next to make. We need more metal ingots. I've been cooking up a bunch of metal. I don't know if I have enough handy. Let's see what I've got left on the smithy. Here. Let's see if this is enough to throw us over the edge for that. Cooking, no. So we're going to need to let that metal cook up before we can do the industrial grill. Do we have enough for... We do for one of those. It's a weird thing on the fabricator. I've noticed it on the smithy too. Sometimes when you double click for an engram to build it, it actually like transfers it, not to you, but it transfers it to another folder on the fabricator or on the smithy, which is really weird. So I have straight electrical cable. Let's grab that. Let's grab those. Let's grab this. I'm thinking of putting the generator. I've been looking around and thinking about it. And I don't want to put it on the ground down here. I looked outside to see if there was a good place to put it. There isn't really. This corner up here inside seems to be the best place because I've got door here and door here, so I'm not going to be putting like industrial forges or anything here. I'm not going to be using that corner, that high corner there. So I'm thinking of putting some sort of a platform, a ceiling, putting down a generator, and running power down from there, down and across from there, and see if that keeps it a little bit out of sight. It's probably still going to be... You can probably still hear it, but at least it's not in the way. So I guess what we really want to do is make quickly a stone ceiling. And here we go. And I'm sorry for the gamma, of course, in this indoor cavernous area, which is another thing we want to fix. We want to put some lights in here so I don't have to gamma up so much to see things around here. If we take this ceiling... and we try to put it right, I think right there would be a cool place to put the generator. Then we have to have a way to get to it, so we probably want to ramp down to there. I don't like ladders, so I think the ramp is going to be our best choice. So let's go ahead and make a couple of wooden ramps real fast. Go ahead and grab that and some of that. I thought I grabbed some of that. And some of this. Let's go and put the stone back. And the ramps. There they are. 2 of them, please. I might need 3. I don't know. Let's see here. Use. I want to snap to you. It's going to clip the corner of that window, but that's not that bad. Unfortunately, the ancient workbench is going to have to go. What does it take to make another ancient workbench? I think it takes quite a number of resources, so I almost don't want to get rid of it. 400 metal ingots. I don't want to get rid of it. Well, I guess I could kind of tier it. It's going to look a little ugly, but grab that stone over here, see if I have enough to make another stone ceiling real fast. I do. I don't really want to tier it, but I guess I'm going to have to tier it. Which is, if I put... See, if I put the stone ceiling here... I'd have to destroy the ramp, first of all, to do this. It's not a problem. If I put it there, the ramp's going to stick through it. If I put it here, I need an extra ramp, so it's going to stick through it. If I put it here, it doesn't meet. I kind of have to put it here. And then stagger the ramps. But I still don't think that second ramp is going to clear the ancient workbench. Really wish I had my forge now so that I could... My industrial forge, so I could put it down here. And see if I could ramp down that direction. This may not work. I may have to go... You know what? I'm going to have to do what I don't want to do. I'm going to have to do ladders. I hate ladders. I hate ARK ladders so much. You should be able to just run right up to a ladder and start climbing it like you do in almost every other game. But not ARK. Ladder. Trying to figure out what to do with the things I crafted already. I think, what is that? 3 ladders I'm going to need? What is that? Is that right? Good. Since I have multiples, I'll throw them down in the hotbar. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3 should be sufficient. Alright. 3. See what I mean? I'm on click. There we go. It's so glitchy. Now, the question is, can I fit a generator up here easily? Probably going to need to do that. In fact, I might even need to do another one just to cap it off so it looks like it's an actual ledge. In fact, let's do that. Let's do another one so there's an actual ledge area up here. So it almost looks like I meant it, like it was intended. A little bit more of this. And stone ceiling. Okay. Go ahead and put that ceiling up here. I'm going to have to destroy the slope ceiling to do it. So I'm going to craft another slope ceiling as well. Do I have enough stuff to do that? I do. If I can find it. There it is. Okay. So we'll come up here. We'll go to this guy and demolish it. I don't think anything should fall when I do that. Nope. And now we are going to lay this flat ceiling. Perfect. And now if we come out here to make it easier on us. There we go. Nice. Okay. Now, where does the generator fit? If I put the generator... Whoa! A little bit of a bounce. I don't know what exactly did that. That was weird. If I put... I'm gonna have to crouch, kind of bring it down to the ground and go K mode here to see what's going on. See how close to the wall I am and that sort of thing. I'm wondering if I can put it in the absolute corner and still be able to climb up the ladder. Okay, we have to go a little bit that direction. I kind of straighten this out a little bit more. Okay, that's fairly straight that direction. Oh, it's sticking out. Oh, yeah. Eee, okay. Now, can I spin it? It spins on the axis, I think, of this thing that's closest to me. I think that becomes the axis. So I don't really want to spin it. Does E flip it? No, E doesn't flip it. Well, the use key, I mean, doesn't flip it. Okay, so that means this direction is more what I want to do. Let's come back all the way back here. Go a little K camera again. Whoop. I don't really want to be above the door, but... Hello, Astrid, sorry. We're kind of getting close to you here. Alright, let's go this way. I want to turn it slightly that direction. Okay. That's pretty darn close. Can I get past on the right now? My only concern is, if I walk up this, can I get past there? I think I can. And I think it's going to drop the cables from the thing in front of me. Oh, heck, let's just do it. Can I get past here? Yeah, so I could put some gas storage over here if I needed to, some extra storage for gasoline or some other things. So there we go. There is our generator. Let's go ahead and grab a whole bunch of gas to get this thing started. Let's go ahead and top off this as a 200 stack, and we'll leave this here for everything else we're going to need to do. I need to learn the cables. I've got the straight. Let's go ahead and learn the inclined and the vertical. Might as well learn the intersection. I definitely need some verticals here. Let's craft a few of those, and let's craft a few of these. And I don't know which direction it's going to go when I drop it. It's going to go straight out or to the right. So let's go ahead and take one of these. Of course. Crafted them on the fabricator. Of course they're on the fabricator. They're not here. I know I grabbed that. There we go. Now it's vertical. So if here's a vertical. It wants to snap right there, which is fine. Okay, so it looks like it's going to take just 2 to go underneath the concrete here. And of course, the question now becomes, how far down did it go? So let's go ahead and demolish this. It would be nice to have corrected structures here, but I'm trying to do mostly a vanilla server, so I'm going to have to live with demolishing that. And once the debris goes away, I can actually see how far down that cable goes. Any day now, debris. Hello, debris. There we go. Perfect. Right above the ground. All right. So if I connect this, can I get it to, which directions can I get it to go? Does it only want to go that direction? That stinks. Okay, so I'm going to need a T connector. It's a good thing I learned that Ingram. I'm going to need a couple of T connectors, it looks like, to do this. Of course. Here I go again. Assuming everything crafts in my inventory. Alright, so if I put this down here, alright, I'm going to have to do something about burying that in a minute, but that should... I'm actually going to demolish this foundation. And then I'm going to try to connect to this cable. I can't see anything with the debris there, so let's let the debris go away. I'm going to run it down this direction and use it as a grid running down here, and put my all my outlets along this strip here. See if this will do the trick. Yeah, see, you can see it connecting right there. So the first outlet I'm going to place will be here. And I might as well go up and turn this thing on so I can make sure everything is connected, so I can see the sparking and everything. So let's put our gas in here. And turn it on. There we go. Awesome. All right. Awesome sauce. Now I'm going to demolish these. It's great sometimes if you can, you're ready to do your electrical stuff before you put your foundations in place. But of course I wasn't ready. But at least these foundations aren't occupied by anything at the moment. So I can demolish them. This is just so that I don't have to guess where it's snapping. In fact, I need to make a whole bunch of foundations to replace this. So let's go ahead and build what we can right now. There they are. I can build 4 of them. And how many more straights do I have? I have 3. So we'll go 2 straights, and then we'll do another box. So I need to make another box before the gas runs out on this generator, on this fabricator. Structures, electrical... Oh, the box vanished, didn't it? So it's going to be underneath some folder here. You have to kind of hunt for it. There it is. Underneath the middle folder. And I need electronics for that. Composites. 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, because I want to make 2 of them if I can. Structure, it's not structures, pardon me. It's now under metal, and I can make 2. Alright. Go ahead and lay these guys down. Then it'll give us room for additional expansion. We can put more refrigerators and other things in here. Things that require electricity, such as air conditioning units, right? I think I need a straight. Yeah, I do. I need one more straight. Let's just connect this guy. And put our box down. I guess I probably want to go a little further, don't I? Do I want to try to do 2 more? See if I can do 2 more. First of all, can I do 2 more straights? Yes. I'm going to need 1 more electronics to make another box, assuming I can actually do that. Okay. And now... Oh, it's not there anymore. That's right. It's under middle. There it goes. Looks like I can make everything. I'm going to exit and come back in to get access to the stuff. It's easier. Okay, this time I'm going to guess on this one because I can see it connecting there, and then the box itself will snap to the end when I go to place it. And I won't be able to see the glow, but I mean, I'll know that it's snapping, right? Because that one comes in there, and then it's over here. So I'm pretty darn sure that it'll only snap to the end of a cable, so that's going to be snapped for sure. So let's go ahead and bring in our foundations and replace these things. And I think I can handle the cable that's sticking out with a porch. If I do some kind of a wraparound, I should be able to hide that cable pretty easily. So I need 1, 2, 3 more stone foundations to finish this. Let's see if I can do that real quick. And bring in some thatch. 1, 2, 3. Oh, just 2 of them there. What am I short on? Probably thatch. Nope, I'm going to be short on stone. Alright, 3. So 0, 0, 0. Alright, you can't even tell the electrical grid is there now except for this yellow cable hanging down. And this little nub sticking out here. And actually there's 2 little nubs sticking out. 3, if you count that one. Yeah, the way to solve this would be to do a porch wraparound, which I will probably do. I'm not going to do it this episode. I'll probably do like a stone or wooden porch out here, something, one or the other, and wrap around the building, and that'll hide those cables so you don't notice that they're there. Alright, now I've got 2 refrigerators. Question is, where do I want to put those? Alright. Do I want to put them in the corner? Or do I want to put them over here? I'm thinking over here somewhere. Maybe... How big are they? They're pretty big. So probably along this stretch of wall right here would be my refrigerator wall. So let's go ahead and crouch again, just because we're indoors, just a habit of mine, especially since we have a ceiling up there. If we don't crouch, see what it did? If I could somehow show you the outside, yeah, you can see it. The refrigerator is on the roof. As soon as I crouch, the refrigerator's inside. So that's why you crouch when you have a roof above you, a short roof above you. If it's a real tall roof, you don't need to crouch. But a real short roof, you do. Okay, I want to go slightly that direction. Looks pretty good. Let's put it... let's actually start along the center of this wooden post. Okay, we'll put 1. It's got power. We'll slide over and see if the second one's still lined up pretty well. Just a tad. They seem to be touching just barely. They're just kissing there, which is perfect, I think. Yeah, not bad at all. All right. Now we can transfer all of this stuff that we don't need out here. In fact, I'm going to take the spark powder out and turn it off as well at this point because I'm not making any more jerky right now. When I am going to make more jerky, I will put them in there. One of them is going to be for eggs and kibble. It's kind of the tradition I adopt. One for eggs and kibble, and the other one for consumables, meat, mostly. Oop, and boom. All right. Wow, progress. We've entered the modern world, and you can barely even hear that. You really have to get underneath it to hear it. So that's pretty cool. Then we got more metal cooking up. All right, now we just have to go figure out a place to find a bunch of oil. Hide is not a problem. We just need to go out here and... I know we can get oil out there on the frozen wasteland. I know there's oil nodes up there. I've gotten oil. That's where I got the oil I have. I know there's going to be oil underwater somewhere, but I'm just curious if there's like a real high concentration of oil nodes somewhere. So we're going to do a little bit of exploration. Maybe try to produce or create a Stargate out there if we need to get us there a little closer. So I'll be back. And we're back, and my base is basically right over there. I basically flew straight out up to the tallest peak, and there were 1, 2, 3, 4 oil nodes up here. There's no critters up here, so it's a perfectly safe place to harvest. I already harvested one of them. That's why you only saw 3 when I counted 4, because I'd already knocked one of them down to get some oil. But this seems like a fairly safe place to come real quick. It's a quick little jaunt over here with Dawn, and... able to get a bunch of oil. Let's see what these 4 nodes will give us with this particular pickaxe. It gives us almost 200 with an apprentice pick, so that's pretty cool. We can also pick up a little bit of metal while we're here if we want to. Obviously, it's not as efficient as bringing the Yankee over, but, you know, if I'm here, I might as well get it, right? And organic polymer is great. That's great. Weight-wise, I think I have plenty of room. I'm going to go ahead and dump the rock. I can get that anywhere, right? So I'm going to go collect a bit more metal here. Maybe hit a few more oil nodes on the way back. I still haven't found the mother lode, as it were, for oil nodes. It's probably a place around here somewhere that's got a whole bunch. Just like on the island, there's a northern island in the northwest. There's a couple of northern islands that have tons of metal nodes, and I'm sure there's an equivalent here somewhere. But when I find it, I'll let you guys know. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Wow. All right, here we are just below. That's the peak that I was on up there. And this level just below is fairly barren of animals, and there are a ton of oil nodes. I've already harvested a whole bunch behind me. And as you go around, you see a whole bunch. I guess it's not barren of animals. There's a T-Rex up there. But there aren't that many animals up here, and there do seem to be a bunch of oil nodes. I think I've pretty much harvested them all, though. So this might not be a bad place to put a Stargate, like right up here. There's a whole bunch of metal as well. In fact, it looks like it's even more metal than you'll find at the volcano. So yeah, putting a Stargate like right up at the top of this place, or somewhere along this path, would be pretty nice. Yeah, here's more oil up here, for instance. So there was a T-Rex here somewhere. You just saw it, right? I know I just saw it with you. I don't know where he is anymore, but he was around here. But the good news is there's plenty of oil. Oh, he's right next to me. What the heck? Where did he come? Where was he hiding? Oh, that's funny. I heard the roar, and I'm like, where? Did he fall from the top, maybe? Maybe he was up top and fell down? That's bizarre. I'm going to gather a little bit more oil, and we're going to head on back. Okay, we are back. I've got a whole bunch of gas cooking up. I've already put some more in the generator. I've got some metal finishing up there as well. And I think what we want to do now is create... I need to make some electronics. Make 4. Because I want to make 2 lampposts. Let's see if I have enough now. Great. 2 lampposts is perfect. Because I want to demonstrate for you guys... I'm tired of gamma using my gamma in my base so high that menus are really shiny and bright. It's hard for everything's washed out. So I'm going to go to normal gamma. That's how dark it is in here. Look at that. Ugh. And I'm going to place some lamps. I'm going to place one right here, I think. All right. Get it plugged in, and then one over in the other end. Let's go ahead and go into this corner, I guess. Like that. And now I'm going to turn them on. It's a little better. And this one? It's a little better. Right? So now if I go to Gamma 3, which is kind of where I like to play the game most of the time anyway, it looks pretty good. It's not too washed out. Fairly bright. We're in good shape. Alright, we also want to make the industrial cooker real fast. We are short by 3 metal ingots. We've got 5 here. Great shape, great shape. Go ahead and throw that in. And cooking. Let's go ahead and craft that guy up. That gives some decent XP if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 12. Fairly decent. So where we want to put this is, I think, I went ahead and ran the porch around like I said I was going to do to hide the electrical wires, the wooden porch with some wooden railing. And I'm thinking of putting the cooker right out here. Seems like a natural place for it. It's kind of a backyard patio deck sort of thing, right? Go ahead and K-mode this guy. Actually, let's bring it down here towards me a little bit more and K-mode it. Okay, let's bring it down here towards me a lot more and K-mode it. There we go. We want to angle this guy, turn to the left a bit. That's pretty good. Let's give access, and I'm hungry, so it's perfect timing. As you see, my screen is flashing because I am starving at the moment. That looks pretty good. Let's just put it right there. All right. Well, I've got some gasoline, and now it's time to go collect some meat so that I can eat. And let's collect the raw meat we had in the trough. And remember, if you watch my series a long time ago, I pointed out that animals, your pets can eat cooked meat just as easily as raw meat. They give them just as much nourishment. And cooked meat lasts so much longer by default that it just makes sense to cook all your meat and stick the cooked meat in the trough, because not only does it feed the animals just fine, but you can eat it too. You can feed meat right from their trough if you need to, and also transfer all items. Will transfer just compatible items. Let's turn that on. We should get some cooked meat here pretty soon. We won't be starving to death anymore, which is nice. And you guys might have noticed that I found a pistol in one of the drops, a ramshackle pistol, which is really cool, and I made a bunch of bullets for it. It's, nothing great, but it's something, and I didn't have to spend a lot of money on it. So let's get our first batch of meat here, because I am, like I said, starving. All right, woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 makes 100. Ah, we're alive again. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Look at that bullet in there. Here we go. Oh, if I pull the trigger, it goes out of K mode. Oh, well. Yeehaw! Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.